Hello everyone. Today in this session, I welcome all class 12 student. Today I am going to explain you about the competent host, that is for transformation with rDNA. Let us discuss first the definition of competency. What is competency? Competency is the ability of a cell to take up foreign DNA. So, for this, the two methods are there by which the competent a cell is made competent. That is physical method and chemical method. We all know that the DNA, being a hydrophilic molecule, cannot pass through the cell membrane. Therefore, the bacteria should be made competent to accept the DNA molecules. So, for physical method, there are two methods is adopted by the genetist, that is microinjection method and gene gun method, also known as biolistic method. In microinjection method, the recombinant DNA is directly injected into the cell nucleus of an animal cell with the help of micropipettes. In a gene gun method or biolistic method, the cells are bombarded with high velocity microparticles of gold or tungsten coated with DNA in plants. Some disarmed pathogens, vectors, are also used to transfer rDNA like Agrobacterium tumeficans, retrovirus, etc. In the chemical method, the cell is first treated with specific concentration of divalent cation such as calcium to increase the cell pore size. Then the cells are incubated with rDNA on ice, which is followed by placing them briefly at 42 degrees Celsius and then putting it back on ice. This process is called heat shock treatment. So now the bacteria is ready to take up the recombinant DNA. Now let us see the process of rDNA technology. In this process, it involves the following steps. First steps is the isolation of the genetic material, that is DNA. The required DNA is cut with the restriction enzyme. It should be purified and it should be free from any macromolecules. The bacterial or plant or animal cell is broken down by the enzymes to release DNA along with the RNA, proteins, polysaccharides, and lipids. The bacterial cell is treated with the enzyme lysozyme, plant cell with cellulase enzyme, and fungal cell is treated with the chitinase enzyme. First of all, the RNA is removed with the help of ribonuclease and proteins are removed with the help of proteases. After several treatment, The purified DNA is precipitated, adding chilled ethanol. The next step is to cut the DNA with the help of restriction enzyme. Then the purified DNA is incubated with the help of specific restriction enzymes under optimum temperature so that the enzyme can act. The process is repeated with the vector DNA also. Next, with the help of agarose gel electrophoresis, the activity of the restriction enzyme can be checked. Since DNA is negatively charged, it moves towards the anode, and in this process, DNA fragments are separated out based on their sizes. Then the desired DNA is eluted out. The process is called elution. Next step is the polymerase chain reaction, that is amplification of the gene which is required. In the PCR reaction, in this amplification of specific required DNA sequence is carried out in the sterilized test tube called in vitro process. This technique was developed by Carey Mulliez in 1985, and he received Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 1993. Next, for PCR reaction, polymerase chain reaction, the requirements are the double-stranded DNA, which acts as an template that needs to be amplified, is required. Then the primers, which are small chemically synthesized oligonucleotides of about 10 to 18, which are complementary to a region of the template DNA, is required in the form of primers. Enzymes, 2 enzymes are required, which are thermophilic, that is Taq polymerase. This is isolated from Thermus aquaticus, and Wnt polymerase derived from Thermococcus littoralis. The PCR process is carried out in 3 steps: denaturation, annealing, and extension. In the denaturation process, the double-stranded DNA is denatured by subjecting at high temperature at about 94 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds so that each separated single strand now acts as an template strand for DNA synthesis. Next step is the annealing. In this process, 2 sets of primers are added which anneal to third end of each separated strand. That means the primer now acts as initiator for replication of the DNA strands. Third process is the extension. In this process, DNA polymerase extends the primer by adding nucleotides which are complementary to the template strand of the DNA, and a thermostable DNA polymerase, TUC polymerase, is used in the reaction, which can tolerate a very high temperature of the reaction. And all these steps, they are repeated many times to obtain several copies of the desired DNA. So, thank you for this session.